at the worst hotel in where are we? Treban, or is that a Russian car? Treban. Beautiful place. This lake, can you see the lake? Absolutely stinks. It's so stale. My God. And the room is terrible. It only costs £72 for 4 nights, and it includes breakfast. It's good value, but the carpet looks like it's been through a mudslide. Oh my goodness. It doesn't really. It's lovely. £72 for the night, including bed and breakfast. Oh, not bed and breakfast, including breakfast. Absolutely lovely. People now riding the bicycles. They love the bicycles around here. God knows why. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Richard. If you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing and give the video a like if it means something to you. For those that are subscribed, thank you very much. And here we are at the Gonzlay Hotel in Treban, the wine region to the western side or middle side of Germany. We're going to go for a ride along this road and have a little chat about the 2 weeks that I've been riding with Mark and Charlie throughout Europe. We've had Holland, Belgium, Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, and now back into Germany, having passed through Austria. Absolutely wonderful. Tomorrow I should be home. And after 2 weeks I'm ready for it. I'm ready for going home. But you can see here it's absolutely beautiful. The Gonzlay Hotel. £72 for the night for 3 of us, including breakfast, which was magnificent. There are some negative reviews on this place, and maybe it does need a bit of paint on the outside, but generally speaking, the staff and the food and the beds were great. You can't go wrong at £72 a night, including breakfast. Let's go for a ride. I'd just like to say,
are we going in the right direction?
that Charlie has been testing out throwaway pants, cotton pants.
No, paper pants.
Paper pants. Sorry, yes. Paper pants.
He's been doing origami.
Origami with his soiled underwear. Yeah? But he has to make sure that the stains within are actually applicable to the shape he's making. And Mark has suggested that the soiled pants he can wash and use them next year. What do you think to that? Ooh. So we're somewhere, we're near Treban at the Gonzlay Hotel. Absolutely lovely experience. One of the guys has just fired his motorbike up now. Hello to everyone, hello. So we're coming up to the end of, in effect, 2 weeks riding around Europe. Left Staffordshire, went down to Harwich, caught the overnight ferry, and ended up in the Hook of Holland, went through the Netherlands, into Belgium, into Germany, through Germany into the Czech Republic, through Czech Republic down into Slovakia, then onto Hungary, and then through into Austria, and then now into Germany, and we're on the way home now. So, as I say, currently in this wine region of I don't know what the river's called. It begins with M. I can see it on there, on the Aoocci BX. Highlights, the Aoocci BX has been absolutely fantastic. The other guy, Mark, is using the C6 Pro. Both of them have been fantastic. Order one for your Christmas present, either the C6 or the BX. Order one. Look at that. There we are. There's the radar at the back. Ah, there we are. Let's go. Oh, order yourself one from the description. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness we're moving. Oh goodness me. Oh dear. We're turning left. We're heading to Mons in Belgium. And it should be absolutely wonderful today. We're stopping at Mons. Or somewhere around there, I think. And then tomorrow morning we get up onto the ferry back to the UK. Oh, look at that for a view. You can see the vines up on the hills. I believe it's a white wine region, I believe. I'll just show you where we are on the map right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at Treban, a white wine region, so I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. If you know more about this, then tell us more. The Gonzlay or Gonzalo, I'll put an image on there of the hotel. Was absolutely fantastic. There's been some negative comments. Yes, it does need a lick of paint, but it was absolutely brilliant. The staff, a shout out to Adam and the young lady that helped us out with breakfast. Adam was absolutely fantastic. The young lady for breakfast was absolutely superb. She couldn't do enough. She was wonderful. Oh, this air jacket is fantastic. Revit air jacket, DH Autos in Newcastle under Lyme. Order your kit on their online web store or go into the store in Newcastle under Lyme. I'll put a screenshot up right now for the Revit Eclipse 2 air jacket. It's been absolutely wonderful. Negative points. There's only been one negative point really, and that's the shark helmet that I am wearing. It's starting to fall apart. Shark, if you're watching, feel free to get in touch with me. The rubber at the bottom where the visor seals is starting to fall off, and the process of taking the visor off has been absolutely shocking. You have to use a sharp knife to get it out so you can give it a good wash. Whoever designed that probably had a better design, and an accountant said that design costs too much, I need it simpler, and the accountant forced the issue, and as such I would never buy shark helmets are great, but I would never buy a shark helmet with this visor approach. I'll put the screenshot of the helmet it is. It's the Shark Evo something or other, so you know to avoid it. Taking the visor off is like having open heart surgery. It took two IT engineers to get it off. Absolutely unbelievably crap design. I am assuming that an accountant was part of that process and forced an issue. Can't spend $25 on that. You're going to have to reduce it to $3.55. And the guys who design it said, I've had enough, I'm just going to create something stupid and prove a point. And they certainly have proven a point. So currently in Germany, Treban, and the petrol is not so cheap, it's sort of comparable to the UK. The roads here have been absolutely wonderful. What we've done is navigate to a certain place via the motorways, and then since leaving the motorway when we first came in through Germany, we've basically gone onto the navigation and said avoid motorways, avoid tolls, and it's taken us down the most beautiful roads. across Europe. It's been absolutely fantastic. Of course, every now and then we've had to pop onto a motorway to transit quickly, but generally speaking, by disabling motorways and avoiding toll roads, the roads have just been like this. In fact, even better than this. We've just left the hotel and leaving a conurbation. Yes. Had a message through this morning from one of my trolls who was saying that those people who say be kind are usually the worst people around. Yeah, he keeps on saying things like that. He keeps on mentioning that I'm trying to be Freddie Dobbs. That's not the case. I don't want to be Freddie Dobbs. I can't unlearn things. I've said this before. But he keeps on trolling me, and he must be a lovely guy. But keep on messaging me. I don't mind, as long as you're not saying anything so offensive as to upset my regular viewers. As I've said before, thank you to all those that have subscribed. We're coming up to 8,000 viewers on the 8,000 subscribers on the channel. It's gone absolutely crazy. I never imagined it would be like this. Never imagined it would be like this. If you have the opportunity to go away on your motorbike into Europe, I highly recommend it. I really, really do. You will have a wonderful time. We've had a great time. So the three of us have been sharing hotel rooms. So generally speaking, the hotel rooms have been about £60 or £70 a night, and they've been good. Same again here, £60 or £70 a night on the Gonzlay, and that included breakfast. Some of them have included breakfast, others have not. The food that we've been eating across Europe is much, much cheaper than the UK, sadly. I was speaking to a gentleman. I've said on a previous video on this journey that everywhere is about cash and not credit cards, and that is true. That is true. However, a young man corrected me yesterday and said everywhere in Germany is about cash. The German society love cash. And so maybe there's just a cultural thing that cash is everything. But you know, in the UK, you know, people want to be paid in cash as well, and I understand it because taxes are so high. But what that does is it means that those people that are being paid in cash pay little or no tax at all, and those that have to pay tax, like pay as you earn, have to pay more tax. Now I'm pay as you earn, so that means this October I suspect I'll be paying more tax, because those people that accept cash are not paying tax, which is bizarre. So that therefore means I might have to think about how hard I'm working. I might ask them to say, well, can I go down to 3 days a week, and I'll focus on other things about being paid cash. Ooh, nearly went there. Hey! Can you see the bridge over there? Can you see the bridge? Hopefully you can. One of the tyres nearly slipped, maybe on a bit of oil. There's that bridge. I forgot what the name of the bridge is. I will admit it, the Aoocci has been absolutely fantastic. I think I'm one of the first to go on a really long tour with the Aoocci. Tell me if I'm wrong. Most of the people that are trying to sell them you, as I am as well, because I get paid a little bit of a commission. They don't, you know, they just go round the local circuit that they ride. Well, using this Aoocci and the C6 that's on Mark's bike, we've been all over Europe and proved that they work perfectly well, and they are fantastic value for money. I think you can get the C6 Pro for about £140 through my link, and you can get the BX for about £280. Here we go, let's take this left-hander. Oh, £280. And they're both brilliant. The BX has a radar on the back which notifies you of approaching traffic and things like that, and that is brilliant. So if budgets are tight, you could get the C6 Pro. If budgets are not so tight, then go and get the brand new BX, the Aoocci BX. It's been absolutely wonderful. If you've ever been worried about touring on a Triumph Bonneville, I'm on a Bonneville T120, the classic. Absolutely brilliant. There are so many people that have the Bonneville as a garage queen. Why don't you bring it into Europe? Look at that. I don't know if we're going over that one. I doubt it. The bridge, that is. Look at these roads. These are what the roads are like. Absolutely superb. This is throughout Europe. Maybe not so much in Hungary. Maybe not so much in Hungary. But you know, these roads are fantastic. I'll say it. Go on, I'll say it. This is nothing like the roads of the UK. No one has SUVs over here. And now I understand why we need SUVs in the UK, because the roads are like a motocross course. Oh, scratch my nose. Taking a right. Oh, I had a magnificent breakfast today. Magnificent. Oops. Charlie stalled his Tracer 7 there. Look at this. How would you like to live here? It's miles away from Barnsley. Some of the houses out here are fantastic. If I'd still got the money from that should have been fairly distributed through a divorce, I could have moved out here. But no, she took it all. Beware if you're not married. The law is always on the woman's side. Fair enough. Regardless of whose fault it is. There we are, there's a dig. Anyway. So yeah. Look at this. Germany. Just look at these roads. What are the roads like where you are? Do you live in the UK? What are the roads like where you live? Are they like this? Nice and smooth? Well looked after? As I said, that German guy, he said the reason why we have good roads is so that business can make business money. So business money then can be taxed. And it works, you work collectively, whereas in the UK it's just an absolute utter mess. And it's not this current government's fault, it's all the government's fault. They're just not very good at managing money. That's because they've never run a business. They've always been politicians. Let's not get too political. So, as a budget for each day, let's say £30 for your accommodation, £30 for your food, £20 for your fuel, and that is £80 a day. 10 days, £800. And £800 is nothing now. Nothing in the UK. It has no value. £800 is very little. Tell me if I'm wrong. Because £800 buys nothing today. Anyway, we're on the way back to the UK. Tomorrow I will be getting on a ferry and heading towards Staffordshire. I've got Susie and Tina that are waiting for me. Susie the dog and Tina the other half. And can't wait to get back. To tell you the truth, 14 days on the road. It's been wonderful. To make it even cheaper, I could have done wild camping with a tent. But it's been absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Young lady walking her baby in this beautiful village. Look at this. I'm gonna let you be. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if it meant something to you, if it inspired you to do something with your motorbike. I suspect 95% of riders with motorbikes do not go into Europe on their motorbikes, and there's no reason why you shouldn't. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Be kind and eat healthily and ride safely. I'll see you soon when I get back to the UK. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.